Hello friends, and welcome to your October TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I haven't done TarotScopes in a while, not the month ahead ones anyway. I have been sort of trying to figure out, I'm not a marketing guru, and I've been trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work and what everybody's looking for. So I tried a couple of things over September. I actually think I started the month before that. I started playing around with a couple of ideas and trying out different things and seeing what worked for you and seeing what gelled. And it seems like the monthly TarotScopes were really missed. So I decided to bring them back. I tried doing weekly TarotScopes, but a typed up version, a video version. I tried all sorts of things. I've been doing all sorts of experiments behind the scenes. And yeah, it looks like we're going to stick with the norm. So we're going back to our monthly TarotScopes. And I do hope that you are glad to see them, as I am glad to be recording them again. And I do hope that you enjoy, and I do hope that it gives you the guidance, the insight, the motivation and the enthusiasm that you need for the month ahead. So we're looking at the month of October. It is just crazy that we're looking at the month of October. It is like, I don't know where this year has gone. I sort of blinked for a minute and poof, it's gone. Absolutely crazy. I am going into what I call my busy season of the year. October, November, December, January are always the busiest times. And I do try and take a little bit of time off over December as well. And again, just having those thoughts is it's mind-blowing. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, we are here to look at the month of October. So what I'm going to be doing, I have written out, I'm going to keep the readings a little bit shorter than usual, just so that it makes it easier for me to get through them all, because otherwise I have to clear like 3 days of my diary, and there's too many people who need their one-on-ones with me to be able to do that. So I'm keeping the readings a little bit shorter. I'm also hoping that it's going to be more relevant. I'm hoping it's going to be more appropriate, relevant, and sort of to the point, because let's be honest, not only am I busy, but you're busy too, and you don't necessarily have, you know, an hour to sit back and watch a video, as much as that would be amazing, but we have to be real. So I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I'm going to be using 3 decks to do the TarotScopes for the month of October. The tarot deck that I've chosen to use is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Field Tarot. What I love about this deck is the artwork. I find the artwork is beautiful, but I also find that this deck speaks quite a hard truth. You know, it does have all the good feelings and stuff, but it's actually quite to the point. And because I'm looking to do to the point kind of readings, the Field Tarot works well. And anytime I'm doing client readings, I find I'm reaching for this deck more and more often, because it caters to everybody. It caters to everybody's likes and dislikes, and it just, to me, it seems to be pretty amazing. So I'm going to be working with the Field Tarot. The Oracle deck that I'm going to be working with is the Goddess Dream Oracle. Beautiful deck. And I do think it gives me what I need in an oracle deck. I don't need an oracle deck to give me too much information. I need a pretty picture, I need a key phrase and a keyword, and that's all I need. And this particular deck gives us exactly that. So Goddess Dream I'll be working with. And then I am very excited to use this month. I have not used this on my channel before. This deck was created by a beautiful soul, a friend of mine, a local, somebody from the KZN coast of South Africa, and she created this deck called Choosing Positivity. I do have a walkthrough of it on my channel, so if you want more information on it, do go and check that out. But I thought it would be actually quite nice to draw a card from this deck for each sign of the zodiac, to just see, you know, I am such a positivity advocate. I love joy, I love positivity, all of those kind of things. So I thought, let's try it out and see how it works. So I'm not going to babble on for much longer. Friends, you know what you need to do. If you enjoy the video, if you find it useful, helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Gosh, as some people say, smash that subscribe button. Please don't do that. I don't want you breaking any equipment. No phones, no tablets, no computers broken in the process, please. But yes, do please subscribe, hit that notifications bell, so that every time I do release content, you are first to get notified. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing this month is for those members of my motivated and activated tiers on the YouTube channel, they're going to get an extra reading as well. So there's going to be an individual reading for each sign of the zodiac plus a bonus reading for my motivated and activated channel members. So friends, I look forward to seeing you at your zodiac. Taurus, welcome to October 2022 TarotScopes. I have already shuffled and laid out cards just to speed this up a little bit, just to save you the torture of watching me shuffle badly. All the decks, all the cards are laid out so we can get straight into your reading. So we're going to start off with our Choosing Positivity card. And Taurus, this is the card that's going to give you the theme for the month ahead. So we're looking at the theme for the month of October. So choosing positivity, let's see what is your theme for October. And you have got recognize and let go of past failures. That's very interesting, Taurus, very interesting indeed. It says to you, do you keep looking back at the mistakes that you have made? Does this prevent you from moving forward in your life? If so, this month, we're changing that, okay? This month, you are encouraged to write them all down, write down the whole story. And when you're done, write in big letters, I forgive you. Then burn or bury it, letting the story go from your mind. All right. Recognize and let go of past failures. So Taurus, that's actually a very interesting theme for the month ahead, because so I like the fact that we're extending it from being a normal weekly exercise to doing it over a month, because I think it's going to take the pressure off you, all right? So that you can really, really get into this whole concept of recognizing and letting go of past failures. As a human being, it's really easy to constantly beat ourselves up over past failures, so much so that when new opportunities come, we don't even try, or we don't even allow ourselves to get excited about possibly success, because we think, oh no, you're just going to fail, so we're failing even before we've started, and that's not how it's supposed to be. So Taurus, I really do think this is an important exercise for you to do during the month of October, so that when we exit October, we're leaving all of that behind you. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see what the tarot has to say. We're going to start off with this card over here as our first one, and this is a card that's going to show us what your lesson of the last month was. So what was the lesson of September for you? And we have got change, the Two of Discs with the keyword of change. I love this card. I love this artwork. This deck really talks to me because, you know, in this particular case, we've got two exact images, but they're just different colorations. Okay, so it's like a mirror image of each other, but they're the same, but they're so different. And the words chalk and cheese, you know, when we talk about two things being completely opposite, we talk about chalk and cheese different. So the lesson of last month for you, the lesson of September for you, Taurus, was about recognizing who you were and who you want to be. Okay, and recognizing that they may not be the same, recognizing that things in life are evolving, and with evolution comes change, and recognizing that maybe you don't want to be the same person you used to be. Maybe you're at a point in your life now, because you're letting go of your past failures, because you're letting that go. Maybe that's where this change is coming from. So September, you would have had a lot of experiences, a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances that would have unfolded for you during the month, that would have made you look at and see change happening in your life, whether you initiated it or not, whether it comes from an external situation or whether it's an internal thing. But change would have been the theme, the lesson that you would have had to learn last month. And I know, Taurus, I know change is not easy. We don't like change, okay? We don't like change because we like to hold on to our past failures. So learning and understanding and recognizing that change is inevitable is really great. And now we can focus on the current month. So I'm going to leave that card for the end. I'll come back to that one just now. But we're going to look at these three that we have down the bottom here first. Avoid this, embrace this, pursue this. So during the month of October, what should you avoid, what you should embrace, and what you should follow through on. So let's have a look and see what you should avoid. Avoid defeat. I love that. Okay. Avoid defeat. And there with the Five of Swords. You know, what I love about the Five of Swords is the fact that it is the card that says that sometimes you have to climb out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to not defeat. Sometimes you have to recognize that, you know, things can go in a multitude of different ways, but it's about recognizing when it is the right time for you to stop doing the same thing over and over and over again. So considering that this is the card of what to avoid, it's avoid throwing in the towel too early. That's the way that I am interpreting this, especially considering what we've got there. You may find yourself during the month of October having opportunity to do something, but pre-programmed thinking, I don't know if that's the right phrase, pre-programmed thinking, where you say, oh no, I can't do that, it's not going to work, it's going to fail, it's going to be an abomination, it's not going to work, and then you don't even try. So you need to avoid giving up before you've actually given it a go, because remember, you're different. Last month you went through the change, you went through this evolution, and now it's just a case of recognizing the change that you are, and recognizing and letting go of past failures, and not allowing past failures to influence our current situation. So Taurus, avoid throwing in the towel too early. Okay. Now we're going to have a look at our next one, which is what you should embrace. So what should you embrace during the month of October? And you have got the dreaded Tower card. And you know what? I'm actually having such a giggle here to myself, because that card talks to that card. That card talks to that card. Okay. So we said to you that during the month of September, your lesson of the month would have been about change, would have been about recognizing how different you are and how different everything is, and how things are not being done in the same way as they always have been within your own life, within your own reality, within your own point of view. The Tower card coming through here is basically saying to you, you know what? The Tower card says that everything's going to crumble. All the preconceived ideas and notions and beliefs and systems that you have in your life are going to crumble. They're going to come tumbling down. But that's not the message. The message is, let's rebuild. Okay, let's reestablish ourselves. Let's build ourselves up again. Let's recreate whatever normal is. But we're not going to do it in the same way we did it before, because we recognize that that didn't work for us, and it's time to change, and it's time to let your past failures go. So if you are a construction worker and you built this tower, you can see that it is tall, you can see that it is fairly narrow, you can see that it has one window, and from this vantage point we don't see any doors. So it may be good for certain aspects, that design, but in a lot of other aspects that design maybe doesn't work. So when the tower crashes, when the tower crumbles, we're going to look at it and say, okay, so now I need to rebuild, but I'm not going to make a tall, skinny, round structure. How about if I make a short, square, solid structure? So we learn from our past mistakes, and we grow, we change, we adapt. We don't throw in the towel. Throwing in the towel here would be when the tower has crumbled, to go, oh, well, the tower's crumbled, I'm done. Okay, that is what we need to avoid this month. We need to recognize that change is going to happen. Like it or not, initiate it or not, Taurus, it's going to happen. It's not about the breakdown, it's about the build up. It's what you do after. And this is Spirit saying to embrace this. Embrace the fact that the change that triggered and started for you last month is here to stay. Okay, let go of past failures, past mistakes, past whatevers, and let's just move forward. Let's see what you need to pursue during this next month. And Taurus, I love this. The Seven of Wands. So there she stands. She represents Taurus right now. Okay, she represents you. She represents Taurus, and there she stands, very secure and very comfortable in her skin, very secure and comfortable in who and what she is. But look at what she's got. This I'm going to call it stick. The stick that she has across her, she's using it almost as a defense mechanism. There are these other sticks coming at her, and she's like standing, she's pretending to be so cool, calm, and collected, and she's saying, come, I'm ready for you. She's probably absolutely petrified. She's probably quite overwhelmed with fear, but she's not showing it. She's on the outside. She's cool, calm, and collected, and she's ready to defend herself if she needs to. Now, the interesting thing here, this card is in the position of what you need to pursue in the month of October. So we're not going to give up. We're not going to let our past failures influence us in any way. We're not going to give up on who we are, what we are, why we are, and how we are. We're going to deal with the chaos, okay? We're going to embrace the chaos. We're going to welcome in the chaos. We're going to say, you know what, I'm all about the rebuilding. And when people approach you, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be ready to stand your ground and not be defeated. All right. You are going to stand your ground, not in an arrogant way, but just in a super cool, calm, and collected, confident way, because that's who you are, Taurus. That is who you are. So you need to be that person. All right. So avoid giving up before you've even started. Embrace the rebuilding of your life, and pursue standing up for yourself whenever necessary. Simple. It's as simple as that. All right, so Taurus, we've got one tarot card left, and this tarot card is a message from Spirit. Just anything else that Spirit want to add, anything else that we may need to share with you. And the message is, I love this. I love this. Typically, I wouldn't say that because this is the card of, look at the key phrase, destitution. All right. 5 of discs, 5 of pentacles in traditional tarot. It is the card of going without. It is the card of not having. It is the card of letting go. And the reason why I'm saying I'm loving it for you, because that's the message that's coming through here. Let's not hold on to old systems, old thought patterns, old memories, old ideas and old goals and old ambitions. Let's let all of that go. And let's start afresh. Let's let go of old failures, because you know what happens? You all know how the law of attraction works. You all know how important it is to have a positive outlook on life, because if you have a negative outlook on life, you attract more negative into your space. So this card, as an additional message from Spirit, it's telling you to let go of any preconceived ideas, expectations, morals, beliefs, outlooks, etc. Let it all go, because it's no longer relevant and valid for you. And it's about the beginning. The rebirth is what I wanted to say. It's about the rebirth. It's about the building yourself up, reestablishing yourself, reinventing yourself. That's what it's all about. I love this. All right, so Taurus, we have got one card left, and it is an oracle. So let's have a look at the oracle and see what message it has and how it ties in with what October has in store for you. Friends, I can't make this up. I really and truly can't make this up. Bravery, I love it. And the little writing at the bottom, it says, explore your inner wild places. Explore your inner wild places. So I do think bravery, and it fits in so beautifully with our 7 of Wands that we have over there. They because they're both being brave, they're both being courageous, they're both being strong, they're both being full of valor and full of all of those kind of good words. But it's about letting go of who you were and recognizing that this change started in September. So the month of October for you, Taurus, is going to be about letting go of past anything. Okay? I'm not just saying failures here, letting go of the past and giving yourself permission to reestablish yourself, to reestablish your foundation, your roots, your belief systems, your understandings, your reality. Okay, and if you do that during the month of October, gosh, I can't wait to see what the rest of the year has in store for you. All right, Taurus, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.